Howdy, I'm Grey Pilgrim. Well, as you may know, I've got a few guns. And mostly they're military surplus and other stuff like that that's it's around. But I've also bought a few new things, well, newer things in my time. For instance, I carry this. This is a Ruger LCR. It's a 38 special, handles plus P. It's an airweight, and it's it's empty. It also has one of the most beautiful triggers of any little airweight I've ever handled. I've had two others before. Anyway, plus, I like Ruger. I like Ruger a lot. Let me show you something. I don't know, can you see that? That's my Mini 14. This thing sits in my closet most of the time with magazines. And it's just, that's my repel borders sort of weapon. This sits next to my bedside, and its whole purpose is to allow me the time to get to the closet and pick up this Ruger. I figure if I have 30 rounds in it, that's enough to handle about any kind of burglar sort of situation I might run into. If not, there's also the Mossberg. I believe in not putting my chickens in one basket, and just basically keeping an eye on things. Besides this Mini 14, by the way, this is Bill Ruger's he did a really great job on it. This is a stainless steel one, and as you can see, it's got a folding stock on it. I've also got the regular stock sitting over there in the doorway. But with this folding stock, it can be, it's sort of like an AR, but it's not. Put it in the other stock, and it's a sporting's rifle. Plus, I got a 1022. You gotta have a 22 that you can go plinking tin cans with and stuff. And I've got that Calico, but this is, I love my Rugers. They're so nice. All of this started many years ago when Bill Ruger started out by building this. This is the standard model. This is not a Mark I. In 1949, Alex Strum and Bill Ruger put together a company. Strum was the son of a wealthy Connecticut family, and he loaned Bill $50,000 in 1949, which was a lot of money back then, to start this company. And he was a partner in it. And he designed the Ruger emblem that's on this thing, the little eagle thing that's on all Ruger products. And originally it was red on silver. Then, it was only about, a year or two after they founded the company that Alex Strum, he developed hepatitis, very bad, ended up dying. I think he was only 28 or so at the time. It really hit Bill kind of hard. For one thing, he changed the red eagle to a black one in honor of Alec. And that was, a major change to him. It was and to this day, it's Strum Ruger and Company, because even though Strum is dead, Bill kept his name on the marquee. One way you can tell a standard from a later Ruger, the magazine is backwards. This follower is on this side on a modern Ruger, but it's on the back side on this one, because I don't know why, but I found that out when I went to buy a spare magazine for this. Oops, it doesn't fit. I have yet to find any place that has a Ruger magazine I can buy that will fit this pistol. When I got it, it had some internal parts that were wrong, but I just wrote Ruger and bought the parts and put it all back together myself. It's amazing. This company is an amazing company in terms of their service. I had some problems with the Mini 14 here, and I said, hey, I'm the third owner of the thing. And they said, no problem. They sent a box. I put it in the box. It went off to Ruger. It came back in immaculate shape. It was just so well done. And it didn't cost me a thing. Even shipping was free. You know, and I thought, well, heck, this is a 40-year-old rifle. By the way, the company itself is now 73 years old. I mean, that's how long it's been, since 1949 when this came on the market. This one's probably, it's a first model, but it's a later one. So I think it may be from about 1952, 53, somewhere around there, which is kind of funny because so am I. I was born in 53. So that makes it, this is as old as I am. Anyway, as you can tell, I like Ruger products. I've owned four other Rugers besides these. But, you know, trading and stuff, I've whittled down my collection a bit. And I like having this Mini 14 in the closet. I've always felt that is a much more, it's a better system than the AR. Sorry, AR lovers. And I like wooden stocks. I'm not one who likes plastic. You know, I'm not an aficionado of the modern black rifle. I like one that has good solid wood on it. And the wooden stock that this came in is really nice. This was a home-built custom stock that when I bought it, it was owned by a guy who was worked in a prison, and it was I don't know, it's a really nice arrangement. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this. It's been a while. Oh yeah, see, it folds up like that, but and then you just hit the button again, and it comes loose. Come on now. No, can't do it on camera. Okay, well, I can do it that way. Got to put it in my lap. But this is just a wonderful, and peep sights on this thing are just, they're right spot on. And it's empty. And it's, has a typical M14 type trigger. By the way, what this is the M14 scaled down to 223 and then done with investment casts instead of milled steel. So this is basically an M14 the way the M14 should have been. And it's been used by a couple of the South American countries as their main rifle. I think Puerto Rico had it for their police forces for a while. And many police departments have used this as their standard rifle. The only thing that's not normal for today is that this particular safety, which is the same safety that was used on the M14 and the M1 Garand, is where you have to put your hand in the trigger guard and push forward. That's a no-no these days, to put your hand in the trigger guard to do anything. But once you learn the manual of arms of this particular weapon, it's not that unsafe. It still works just fine. But it's just and it has a beautiful, I mean, you can, this little button here, you can lock the bolt back. It's a well-designed pistol or rifle, in my opinion. And this is well-designed, and this is well-designed. Ruger, by the way, did not base that on the Luger, as people say. He based it on the Japanese Nambu. The ergonomic design of the thing is just like the Nambu, which is similar to the Luger, I'll grant you. But Bill was more familiar with the Pacific than he was with the European theater, so he knew the Nambu. And let's see, I think he got started about the same time Larry Potterfield did over at Midway. And Larry got his start in that business by making reloading dies for the Nambu. A lot of GIs brought him back as war trophies. But the problem is the 8mm bottleneck cartridge it uses not so available here in the U.S. But Larry was good at figuring that out. Oh, just a second, I'll show you something. This is an Nambu. And you can see the family history of this, or the heritage of the Ruger in the Nambu. Same sort of stock. So anyway, this is just my look at the rifles of Ruger and the pistols that I still have. And it's a company I really respect. I know that they've had some political outs with some of the gun organizations out there, but and Bill had his own issues. He wanted to only have a 10-round magazine for this. These first came out as a from other vendors. This one in particular is made by Ruger. So Bill's not in charge anymore. I think he passed. So they've grown up with the times, you know. Anyway, that's about all I have to say. Happy trails.